Good evening everyone, valuable members. In this video, we are going to keep track of one of our assets during the past week that we just finished, and we are going to keep an eye and see what it was doing during the last 5 days, and then we're going to check how our indicator ran into that particular asset for the 5-day period. We are going to trade like if we were trading each and every value signal together with our daily trading control sheets. We're gonna keep track of each and every one of those trades like if we were trading live all the value signal that our indicator has thrown away. So let's say that we start with a $500 balance. We're gonna put $500 balance right there, and we're gonna keep this to 72. This is the broker payout. Let's say that we have a 72 broker payout. So in this Excel sheets, we are gonna put the trade amount. For example, we're gonna keep trading $25 investment trade. And then once we ITM or OTM, we're gonna place a number 1 here or a number 1 there, depending of the end of the trade. For example, if I ITM, then I put a number 1 right there, because the formula is gonna calculate something around there that will tell us, how we are going in profit. Down here, if you can see in these green box, I have this already. Is telling me that I have $18 above of my initial investment with this particular ITM. And of course, in case of a loss, same formula is telling me the same thing down here, that I'm minus 25. Simple. Okay, so let's keep this clear and let's go to the chart. Okay, so we're gonna keep track of the beginning of the week of the Euro GBP on M1 together with our auto indicator, and let's see how he was doing during the past 5 days, sorry. So remember, this is the opening. This section right here is the opening of the market and obviously of the week, which is not a very convenient trading section, trading time in this particular area. Okay, so we're gonna keep track most of the time better inside our sections in these color blocks that is telling us when a particular session is opening and closing, obviously, and so on. These like a mustard color is the Asian session, and then this like a cream color is the Euro session, and this green is the US session. These pink dots that you see here, these pink dots, what it means is that this is the overlap of the Euro session together with the US session. This is what it means. So we're gonna keep track of the valid trades for 1 week of this particular asset. So let's say that the market opens right here. We have a signal there, but since this is the opening of the market, we're gonna avoid this opening hours of the market, and I believe your broker should be with all the assets closed at that moment anyway. So this is a non-traded session, by the way. You trade this session on your own if you know how to deal with it. It is a good session, but it's not very safe to trade it during these hours of the day. Opening markets is not really safe. And even though you have the first and the second trade of the day, end of the week, ITM for 15-minute trade. But as I mentioned, this is not a valid signal. So we're gonna start trading. Remember the rules. We're gonna keep an eye on the arrows that appears outside of the channel together with the candlestick which both of them needs to be outside of this channel, outside. So we're gonna go and check for those signals. Okay, to me, I have the first signal of the day right here, which is looking really bad. It's looking for an OTM for 15 minutes. Let's check. Yes, it was a 15 minutes OTM. This is our first OTM of the day, $25, which has lost already. It was the asset Euro GBP. Okay, it wasn't the Euro GBP. We're gonna put Euro GBP in all of this because we're gonna keep track only on the Euro GBPs anyway. So let's just keep Euro GBP so we can save some time. So we have our first OTM, which is telling us that we are minus 25 down here. Let's save this and let's continue. Remember, those arrows inside the channel are not valid signal to us. We're looking for these arrows outside the channel together with the price, together with the candlestick, for a better understanding. Let's continue. Beautiful, beautiful arrows appear right here, and then we count 15 minutes, you name it, ITM. Very nice. So we go back here because we found a valid signal. Because we OTM, now we need to implement our J.M.M. money management, which is telling us that after $25, our next step, it has to be $63 investment. So we would place a $63 investment and it would be an ITM, and then we are down here $20 above of our initial investment, which is telling us right here also. Let's keep track here so we don't need to be going back and forth. Alright, so let's save this. Let's continue. Right here, those with the template, you will notice that sometimes you get the signal, right here, but the price is currently not even inside the channel, and sometimes yes, it is already inside the channel. So because this is a huge candlestick and is already inside the channel, I believe that the signal came once the candlestick was already inside, too deep in the channel. So for me, this is not a valid signal because the arrows is there and the candlestick is already penetrating inside the channel. So we're gonna avoid this one. This one is a non-valid signal. Same here. To me, if I can't catch the price before it enters into the channel, it's not a valid signal, even though it's a good signal, as you can see. But I like this kind of signal better. This kind of signal better. Arrows outside and the candlestick outside as well. So if you are an aggressive trader, you would take this trade, you would ITM, and also this one, also you would ITM, and also this one for 15 minutes. But since I am not that kind of aggressive trader, so I would avoid those trades, even though, as I mentioned, this is an ITM. I'm looking for the good signals, the real reliable signals. Right here, I would take this signal. I would take it. Why? Because I can see that the price, by the time the arrows appear, let's give a zoom over there. By the time the arrows came, I believe that the price, I would have some time to catch it as low as possible, because look where the price closes. It closes tiny bit inside of the channel, which means that you would have a lot of time to place a trade while the candle was still in the low, in the outside area of this particular minute of the price going on at that moment. So let's measure and let's see if it would be an ITM for 15 minutes, which I believe it was an ITM. So let's measure. Okay, let's say that you catch the price somewhere there for 15 minutes. Woo. Nice ITM. Okay, so this is our second ITM of the week. Remember, we are just catching the most reliable signals. So since I already ITM with the second step of my money management, I need to go back to my $25 investment, and then I have another ITM. Now I am $36 above my initial investment. Okay, this is only 3 trades at the moment, which is giving us 66.67% win rate, and we are already with $30 above of our initial investment. Let's continue with our next trade. Non-valid trade right here. So let's continue. To me, not a valid signal. Remember, this is only one asset. You will have a lot of signals coming in and out based on the amount of assets that you have down here. But we're taking only the good ones, the really reliable ones, like this one. Beautiful. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is a reliable, strong signal to me. Very nice. So here is a beautiful signal that the price has closed above the channel, and then for 15 minutes we are ITM over there. Nicely ITM. So quickly we go here, and obviously we have a $25 investment which ended ITM, which is great to us. Let's continue seeking for our next signal that we might find. Okay, this is, wow, very nice. This is the end of this day over here. Remember, this great session is a non-traded session. You can trade if you would like, if you know what you're doing, but this is a very risky session because there is a high volatility, I mean crazy volatility going on, and it's nothing like you can decide whether the market is going up or down. It's crazy. The market is crazy. All the markets are closed at that moment of the day. You name it, London, Asia, US, everything is closed at this particular moment of the day. So it's a non-trading session. Even though our good buy indicator is throwing us a huge amount of ITMs inside these areas as well, that you will see a little more forward. Another valid signal here. The price came down the channel and the arrows also. 15 minutes deeply ITM. So quickly let's go and jump. 25 ITM, and our balance is increasing, as you can see right here. We are already $56 above. Quite nice. 80% win rate at the moment. Right here you can see 80%. Sorry for my Excel sheets. It is in Spanish, which is my main language. That's why you see it is saying promedio, which is percentage. So let's continue. Let's see. Let's check where this signal came. This signal came invalid to me because the candlestick of that particular arrow is completely inside of the channel. So it would have been a loss if you would place this trade. Anyways, remember, this is not a valid signal because the price has to be outside together with the arrow. So this is a non-valid signal to me. Let's continue. Remember, signals inside the channel, not valid. Not valid signals. Beautiful, beautiful valid signal here. Amazing valid signal. Arrows outside, the price outside, 15 minutes trade, deeply ITM. quickly let's go to our $25 investment ITM. Sorry, 1 minute. Something not going well over there. All right. 25. 25. Let me check here something. Let me just delete this one. Let me check if the formula is, yeah, the formula is reading down here. It's not reading completely in this box, but down here, yes, it's reading down there, the formula. Yeah, we are $92 above already. So let's continue seeking for our next valid signal. Right here, I believe there was some news release. Yes, 8:30, and that is US take some news release at that particular moment of the day. I'm sorry, the Eurozone. This is the Euro section. So this might be some kind of a news. A valid signal, I mean a really good arrow, but not a valid signal due to the huge size of this candlestick. That is telling me that by the time the arrows appears, the candlestick jump quickly inside the channel. Even though it's an ITM, but I wouldn't take that trade. So to me, this is not a valid signal, even though it's an ITM. Let's continue seeking. Look at this. The price already inside. Another invalid signal to me. Look at this. Beautiful valid signal, but obviously it was a deep OTM. Deeply OTM. It was a valid signal. Price outside the channel together with the auto, but 15 minutes. Deeply OTM. Maybe half an hour would have been an ITM, but since we're trading 15 minutes, this is an OTM, big time. So quickly we jump in here, 25, and then we place our OTM of the day. Now the formula is telling us that we are $67. We were, let me delete this, and we were $92, and now because we have a $25 loss, our balance came down to 67, but we're still in good profit. And our win rate is 71.43 at the moment. So let's continue. So remember, we are in OTM right now, so our next signal has to be for $63 investment, which is the 2.5% above of our signal of our previous trade. Non-valid signal to me, this one, but this one, yes, valid signal. Very nice and valid signal. 15 minutes. I don't even need to measure. Deeply ITM. So quickly we go in here. We place our $63 investment and then we ITM. Our formula down here is telling me that I am $112 above. This 112 is pure profit. It is $112 without the investment. This is pure profit, only pure profit without what you have invested in any of these trades, without this amount of money. Okay, so let's continue. Now we already ITM our recovered trade, so we need to place our next trade of $25. We go back to our minimum trading size. Non-valid signal, non-trading session, non-trading hours. Even though it's looking really crazy, let's make sure that if we would have a trade over there for 15 minutes somewhere, it would have been an ITM there. This indicator is just crazy, guys. If you follow these rules, you will be in profit. Don't ask me Why martingale? Why, if the system is so good, why do I have to martingale? As you can see, the martingale with this system is safe and secure. All you have to do is just follow the rules and take only the reliable good signals and trade one trade at a time. One trade at a time. That is the only way you will be successful in this business. If you really want to make a nice income from home, you need to follow these rules of one trade at a time. One single trade at a time. Do not run. Do not rush. There will be many signals coming in and out all day long, all week long. All you have to do is just follow the rules, take one trade at a time, and use smart money management, one money management. This one money management will allow you, or will make you not to lose or waste your time. Because if you would place all this trade of 25, 25, 25, 25, and you do not recover your loss, you would have beaten ITM. You would have beat ITM at the moment, but not as high as we are at the moment of 112. Let's say that we have a all $25 trade, for example, without martingale, without J.M.M. Remember, we were in $112. Let's go down and see how much we are. Look at this, $58. This is something unusual. You just waste your time, man. So because we use our J.M.M, implementing our $63 after a 25 losing trade, we are 112. You save a lot of time of your life, my friend, by doing so. Let's save and let's continue. Non-valid signal, non-valid signal, and to me, non-valid signal right here. This is a non-valid signal for me. The price is very close, but this is not a valid signal because I like to see my candlestick completely outside like this. Like this. Beautiful areas right here. So let's continue seeking for better opportunities. Non-valid signals, of course. Non-valid signal, of course. Obviously this not. And this is a valid signal for me right here. Beautiful valid signal for me for 50 minutes. ITM. Quickly we come here and jump. We place a $25 investment in ITM. And down here, 130. Great. Let's continue. Non-valid signal. Of course, a valid signal right here. Beautiful. Do I need to measure? No. This is an obvious 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, you name it. ITM. Beautiful. This is the kind of signal that you need to catch. This is the kind of signals that I need you to hunt. This is the kind of signal that I want you to be proud of. And this is the kind of signal that will turn your balance account up and will not make you waste your time. Focus on the valid and reliable signals and you will be always in profit. Believe me. So quickly let's go jump and place our $25 trade in ITM. You can check down here, we are already $148. I'm talking about in one single asset, which is Euro GBP that we're trading, or we are keeping track. And you don't come out and tell me, oh, but you're not gonna sit and trade all day long for 1 week. No, of course not. But if you live in Europe, I suggest you, and if you are a full trader, the Euro session is one of the best. Just trade the Euro session. There is a lot of signals coming in. For example, in Euro session of this day, you have a 1 valid signal, 2 valid signal, both of them ITM, and right here you have another signal, which is ITM also. So in this particular asset, in one day, in one session, which is Euro session, you have 1, 2, 3 signal, all valid and all ITM. All valid and all ITM in one asset. But let's say that you are focused in 6 assets at the time. You keep track of few assets at the time. There is no way you can make money with this. So this is, let's measure back again. This is one of our valid signal for 15 minutes. Beautiful. It was kind of consolidating over there, but then it drops this beautiful candlestick, give us a win. So let's jump in, and $25 investment, 1 ITM, and we are already $166 investment. I mean, above of our initial investment. Let's continue. Non-valid signal, non-valid signal, non-valid signal. Even though this is looking really beautiful, but to me, I am not an aggressive trader, so I would not take this trade, even though it's a beautiful ITM. But as I mentioned before, I love to see my candlestick outside of the channel together with the arrow. Okay, end of the day here, back again into a new day. So right here, a new day came out together with the Asian session starting. And this is a beautiful arrow that appears over there, but since this is the opening of one of the day, this is the closing and opening of one day, so this is not a valid signal to me, because you never trade while opening the market from one day to another. It's not safe. So let's stay in the safe area. Even though I can see, let's just give it some zoom. I can see, let's check if it was an ITM or not. Yes, it was an ITM for 15 minutes. Beautiful ITM. But again, if you are an aggressive trader, you would take this trade, you would an ITM. Not my case. Invalid signal. But right here I can see a valid one. Valid signal. Beautiful. Candlestick outside, price outside together with the arrow. 15 minutes. Beautiful. Another ITM. I can't believe this, guys. I can't believe. Look. We are already $184 above of our $500 that we just invest. So let's continue. This is not a valid signal to me. Obviously, this is a very valid signal to me. I don't even need to measure. Fantastic. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. So again, another $25 investment trade. We already 202. Oh Lord, $202 investment. Such an amazing indicator. Non-valid signal right here to me, even though it was an ITM. Non-valid signal to me. Non-valid signal to me, even though it looks like it was an ITM. Non-valid signal. Non-valid signal. But you can see they are all ITM, most of them. This was an ITM, this one maybe not. But again, I am not an aggressive trader, so I would not take these trades. Okay, beautiful. Look at this. This is a valid signal to me. Remember that we're just taking the valid signals, the valid, the good and reliable ones. So this is a valid signal. Obviously, I don't even need to measure. I don't even need to measure, I believe. So quickly, let's go back and jump in. Our $25 investment, already $220 investment. I mean, above of our investment. Non-valid signal. minimum, non-valid, non-valid because the candlestick is already inside to dip, and obviously this is almost the closing of the day, non-safe area. Back again into our next opening day. This is a non-valid signal, but this one, yes, as you can see, real valid signal. Beautiful 15 minutes ITM, beautiful. So quickly, let's go here, another $25 investment ITM. Right here, this is a valid signal. It's kind of valid because this candlestick is in the middle of the channel, so I would have taken, yes, because looking good, but it would have been a loss. Yes, this is an OTM, beautiful OTM. So it would have been a $25 loss. Back to 213, and we were 238. Now we are 213. That's fine. Now we need to recover with a $63 investment based on our J.M.M. Our next step, it has to be $63. So since this was an OTM signal, our next signal, which is this one, it has to be $63, and obviously you tell me, obviously deeply ITM. I have to say again that this indicator is 100% non-repaint, no lagging, and is extremely strong at the time that it announced a signal. All you have to do is just take the valid and reliable signals. Is it too hard? No, right? So let's continue. This signal, it is a valid signal for me because I strongly believe that by the time the arrows appear together with this candlestick, remember this channel moves slowly, and probably at the time of the valid signal appears, the price would be somewhere. I mean, the channel maybe the channel was traveling a little higher than what it looks at the moment, because the channel moves slowly together with the trend. But by the time the channel was in this area, probably the channel was a little higher and the price was looking completely below the channel. But it's happening very rare, just some occasion. As you can see, all the signal that we're taking is completely away from the channel, deeply away from the channel. So this is a valid signal to me, which is looking OTM, obviously, for 15 minutes. You would catch the price somewhere around here. And yes, definitely it is an OTM. $25 investment, OTM. We are down to 234. And then we need to recover this loss. How? With another valid signal, which is this one right here. This is my valid signal right here. So let's measure. Beautiful. 15 minutes, deeply ITM. So quickly we go and place our $63 investment in ITM, and we are already $279. Guys, these days I don't have much time, but believe me when I tell you that we're working very hard on a live trading video on this one. We will do a live trading video so you can see how to place the trade once you receive the signals. We will show you how to do that in case you have any doubt about it. Another valid signal here. The price came together with this candlestick outside of the channel. Down below we place a trade for 15 minutes deeply ITM with this huge candlestick that is giving us 20 pips below of our purchase strike. So it is a ITM, obviously $25, back again to our minimum size, and we are almost $300 above of our initial investment. This is only one currency pair, which is Euro GBP, within 5 days of trading. Obviously you're not gonna be taking all the trades, but at the time that you trade, if you implement the same system that you're looking at the moment, you will be in a safe zone. Invalid signal there. This is a valid signal because, as I mentioned with the channel earlier, by the time the channel was traveling at that particular moment of the day, I strongly believe that the channel was a little higher, somewhere around here, and the price would be below the channel, and it would have looks like a valid signal, and then I would have placed it for 15 minutes deeply ITM. Very nice ITM over there. So let's go back and place our $25 trade ITM. Look at that, guys. I will fix the formula here because I believe the formula is not reading on this particular bots right here, so don't worry about this one. In your, which is with different colors and all this, it is correct. This one is giving me the, I add a little more I add few more rows in order to place longer, trades. I put 25. In your, you'll see that you don't have 25. That's why this is not reading, so I need to fix here. But in yours already have it's okay, it's working properly. But down here is correct. It's telling me that I already have $315 above. So let's continue. Beautiful. It was the end of the day. It was on Friday. So once again, guys, look at that. You name it. Beautiful. Only in Euro GBP you are already $315 in 1 week, just with Euro GBP. But you can keep track of that on your trading time. You can keep track of a few assets at the same time, and you will be in profit. There is no way you can make money with this system. So once again, guys, if you have any other question, please drop it in the comments below. Let me know if you have any doubt about it, how to get this indicator. Of course, PM me, and of course we will make it happen. Once again, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your profits,